Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. To start with, just let me give a brief what exactly we are going to do. Okay. So, the scenario is we are going to cover the logical backup and recovery. So, in the previous chapters, what we have gone through, or previous session, what we have gone through, we have covered the physical backup, physical recovery. We have already gone through the logical backup, how to take backup, and how to do recovery part that is pending, and that I'm going to discuss with you all in next half an hour, 45 minutes. So before coming to that recovery part, and this recovery I'm referring to logical recovery. Okay. So in this logical recovery, what I'm going to do, I'll just cover the complete life cycle. Like one database is there, under that maybe one object, maybe user or schema, that thing we have to just take backup, and in which situation scenario we are going to recover it, that complete cycle I'm going to share with you. Okay, so let me share my screen, and give me a second for that. So I'll just okay, I'm just about to share my screen, and here we go. And to start with, this is the screen what we have gone through in last session about the physical recovery. And I'm going to just create fresh page, and I'll give you the total complete life cycle, what exactly we are going to do now in process of doing logical recovery. Okay, so for that, let's assume again, this is database. Under that, we have our just normal architecture. We all are pretty much familiar. For last 1 month, we are just doing almost same this block diagram for database. So this is so crucial part for all of us. Now, this is the data file. Okay. Now, till now, what we have gone through in last couple of sessions in the physical backup. So physical backup inside whatever the blocks that is getting copied. But now, what if you guys remember, in doing logical backup, we are going to just take what all the database objects or user or schema, or as a whole complete objects in the database, including whatever we know. So we have gone through how to take full backup, logical backup. We have gone through how to take user or schema backup. We have gone through each and every individual like tables backup. Okay. Now, as a layman, suppose if I'll ask you that after taking backup, logical backup, we are getting one file known as DMP, dump file, what we used to say. The moment we are looking into the dump file, the picture should be there in our mind is, okay, this is logical backup. Simply, again, whatever discussion we are having right now, as if you guys have just started working as a fresher. Okay, just maybe 0 to 1 or 2 years of experience. Okay, depending on the project scenario, maybe you are already working in the project for 1 year and still you are not having that picture clear with you. Might be you are not getting access due to some technical, non-technical reason. Okay, so keeping all these scenario in mind, the picture, it should be there in our brain with dump file is it's a logical backup. Now the question is, suppose this is one file. I'm just going to draw, and this file, the file name is something called, suppose hr.bmp. This is a file what you got in some drive. So one thing is crystal clear. Okay, this is the logical backup file. But if somebody will ask us, okay, given a chance or given a choice or given power, if you're able to just open this file hr.bmp, what is exactly written inside it? To start with, At least if I remember, I was not aware with what is there in this initially few years. But we have to ask this question. Again, I'm repeating, if somebody will ask, what is there inside? If you're able to open it, just simply by double clicking, definitely don't try to open it by double click. But just for sake of example, I'm saying that if you will double click and if you're able to open the file, what is written inside it? And the answer is to create any users or database objects, whatever SQL statement we are writing, that SQL statement will be there in the sequence basis in the proper way. Like if you are talking about only table, so yes, how to create table, that statement will be there. If this particular table have 100 row or maybe 1,000 row, several thousand, so that several thousand SQL statement will be there. If you'll run that statement, the data, the value will be there in the table. So long story short, it is going to have SQL statement. Now question is there any way we will able to see this SQL statement there in this hr.dmp? Yes, there is a statement. Just like we all have gone through something called expdp. We will discuss today, that was the backup part. Today we are going to just cover the recovery part. That can be done by a keyword known as impdp. That is the main topic what we are about to discuss. But as usual, why part should be clear to all of us. Syntax wise, if I'll give, hardly it will take a couple of minutes. I'll type impdp, done. But until unless we'll not see or will not understand the situation, it's very tough to just get into why I'm doing. If some small mistake, it may occur, big issues. So until unless we'll not understand the background of it, the thing will be much more complex and it is going to be troublesome in coming days or week, or you can say months. So better ask question why I have to do this. So what I'm going to do right now, I'll just put in the step. And the same thing I'm going to follow. And by doing this, you will be covering the, again, recap for backup, logical backup also. And we'll do the recovery. So let me tell you first the scenario, what we are doing in next half an hour. Okay. Now, the very first step, what we are going to do, step number one is we have to take one user backup. Okay, so take user backup. Or what we can do, maybe we can create one fresh user. So the thing will be much more clearer. So let's do that thing. Instead of creating, better create new user. After that, what we will do, we will have create some database object, like create some tables inside it. Okay, so create some tables in user. Okay, whatever we have created, that let me just yeah. What else? The third point is, after creating user, what will happen? That means the user is there, the table is there, that table may be 10, maybe 10,000, maybe more. Okay, so in real life scenario, definitely the number of tables will be much more, but as we are trying to just create the scenario, definitely we are going to have very limited number of tables, maybe 3 or 4 or maybe 5 maximum, not more than that. But the process is going to be same, but not exactly, I can say 99% same. Some exceptional scenarios are there. That is not the, right now we are not in the situation. It's out of scope for now, at least, keeping in mind the time and the depth of what you guys have. Okay, so to avoid all those confusion, what we can do, we can simply keep it simple, so you all are able to understand. So after creating table, what we will do, I'll take backup. So take logical backup for what? That new user, whatever we have created. Say, for example, user, I'm creating HR only. Okay, though we are familiar with this. User HR, user HR. Okay, now after this, what we will do? The next step to make the scenario, what we will do? We will drop that user. Drop user. And definitely when we are taking backup, what is the backup file, dump file name? I'm going to give hr.dnp. We all know, at least whoever is attending the session regularly, you are aware what this hr.dnp is and how it is going to come. Okay, so that is going to come with extdp command, and the rest, most of you whoever have attended, they are knowing the syntax. Okay, if you are totally new, you can just go and watch last 2-3 recording. You will be getting it. It's a very basic, very simple. It's not anything complex thing. Now, after that, we'll drop user. Why? Definitely by mistake. Suppose somebody have dropped this user by mistake. But right now, to make the scenario, what we are going to do? We are going to drop it. Okay, so drop user. Which user we are referring to? Definitely HR. That means right now the scenarios, whatever user was there with all the object, for us 5, but it may be 500, 5,000. It's already gone. And all the tables gone means what? All the information is gone for the project. What will happen then? If you will not have backup, it's gone. Everything is gone. Right now, for sake of saying, we're saying it's everything is gone, but this is not the situation anybody would like to have in the entire life. Okay, so if it happened, what have to do? So that is the new thing. Technically, what we are going to learn, we have to restore it. Restore what? User. From where? From logical backup. So this is the 5 steps what we will follow, and that right now, for sake of example, what we are giving is HR 1 user. It may be 10 user, it may be only 10 tables, and so on. Okay, now if that is the case, what exactly will change? Only the expdp statement will change, or impdp, some value, some parameter will change. Okay, but the standard process will be just same. That we have to be very much clear on that part. Okay, now if that is the scenario, how to start? Definitely we will go to the database where we want to take or do this operation. Okay, so for that, this is the database, and let me re-log in, or let me just do it from fresh. So we are just logged into the server, and again this is the same Google Cloud what we are using from the day one. What you guys are, most of you are just attending of from the beginning for them, and how to check which all are the database. Again, this is totally known stuff. Which database out of this 2? First is not up to the mark for us. Somehow it got corrupted. So what we are going to do, we are going to use SHA data, this database. So how to set the environment? Last day also we have spent some time on that. So SHA data. Again, whoever is watching this very first time, it will go on top of your head. So if you want, you can just go from session 1 only. Okay, this is for the people who are attending this session from just day 1. They are understanding what is going on. Okay, so now we have to go and first check whether that so-called HR is there or not. We know that HR is not there, but still you can ask, no sir, can you please show us whether the HR user is there or not. So you can just give simple select username from DB underscore user. This is DB underscore user is a dictionary view, which will tell us how many number of users available in this entire database. And related to that, what condition we are going to give. If I'll not give condition, it is going to show all the list, maybe 100, maybe 1,000. Okay, let's see. See, right now it's 36 only. Okay, for this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to check HR part. I can check from here itself, but I'm going to give condition where username equal to HR. So what we can see. So the first step, what I refer, if you all remember, the step create new user. Okay, so I'm doing it, and by doing this, you all will be just doing a recap sort of thing. Okay, so for doing that recap part, how to create user, what name I get? HR, identified by Oracle. Okay, I gave some mistake. Create user. Okay, just a second. Okay, so here basically we have a little bit different in the configuration. Okay, so for that I need to do some config change. Okay, because the version what we are using is 12. Select start from $3 version. $3. Some and bring some text. $3. Okay. So what I can do, keeping in mind this database is having set a little bit differently in the new version. So what I'm doing, I'm going to just show you the same thing, whatever we have discussed in my local server. Okay, so I'm going to start my local server. Syntax, everything is same, only the version related thing is different. Okay, so I'm just opening my local system. Okay, and I'll check the same thing, whatever maybe you all are getting. Instead of database name, whatever was there, it is going to be different. Rest everything, all the scenario will be same. Okay, and we'll check again HR is there or not. If it is already available, so we will see how to just to restore it. No need to create that user also, because we all are aware how to create user, how to get give the specific permission, how to create table. These things is it's already known to us. So let us see whether database is. So here also we have SHA. Let me just check real quick whether the same advanced version is there or not. If not, definitely. Let me just close this, okay? Otherwise, it is going to be very slow. There's my local machine, so it is going to be very, very, very slow. Then I'll go and use that earlier one. That is one more is there. So this is already down. So I'm going to use ORCL. Okay. So let me set the environment. So far what we are doing simply stepwise nothing. I have system issues. I'm just taking the proper, and if this database will also not work, then there is a problem I cannot show you because it is going to take time to fix it. Okay, so hope it is going to work okay. Maybe okay, so one command we can check first that table is there or not. Username from DBA underscore users, where username equal to HR. So here HR is there, so at least we are going to save some time while creating. No need to create that the user and inside that table. So what I'll do, this step is already done. So in this, if I'll take you, so this is already done. Suppose create some tables is already one. Step 1 and 2 is already there. Take logical backup. Okay, so we all know to take backup what we have to do. We have to have the location where we are going to take backup. Okay, so let us first go and check where should we take backup. So let me go to U01. Under that, let us create one directory. Okay, backup directory. mkdir HR underscore. I created one directory. Okay, mkdir it's typo. So you all will able to see here HR backup this directory I have created. Okay, so ultimately if you will see, this is the location where we are going to take backup. Okay, so I'm going there and we have fixed. Now if you remember, to take backup, what was the first step? First step was to create directory. So again, it's again recap of create directory. What is the directory name? Any name you can give, though I'm giving HR underscore backup. This name is not necessary that folder name you have to give. No, you can give your own name also. That is not the big deal. But as per standard, better give the name so the thing will be clear by looking into the name. Okay, here we have a backup for HR. Okay, so create directory name as we have to give what? Location. Now we have what? This HR underscore backup. Now we have to give what? Permission. Next step, if you remember, so grant read write. Read write on directory name to whom? To the user who will do this operation. Which operation? EXP or IMP, whichever operation it will do. Okay, so the question is, sir, it's not known to me now. I don't know which user will be used for doing this operation called IMPDP or restore part, or in case something got corrupted, so which user. So here, if you do or give public, means any user, this is new, okay? last day I have given system. This is I'm giving public, means any user will able to perform this read write operation. Okay, under this directory known as HR_. So under that, from here it will read. If you want to take backup, here it will, you can take backup by any user. Okay, so step 2 is done. The third step is to execute that particular backup command. Which backup? Logical backup command. So I'm going back to, I can just do by sitting here itself. Just I'm right now showing you all that. Nothing is there in this. Now I'm going to write command expdp. Then I'm going to use, suppose, system. Now, if what we have gone through so far in last time, I have given password here itself. But as per the security clause, this is the password, the way we will give here, it is not acceptable from the security point of view. So you won't need to give password here. So if we are not giving password here, then how the thing will work? So I'm showing you the way. expdp, username, don't give any password now. Then give whatever directory equal to whichever directory name is there. Then dump file equal to hr.dmp. Then log file equal to hr.log. And schema equal to which schema backup you want to take. Hit enter. The moment you are hitting enter, now it is asking password. But last time what happened? I gave password, it won't ask password, and it executed. And if every parameter what we supposed to give, that if it is okay, then only. So let's give password. I gave password. Okay, so it is going to take a little time. So just wait for a few minutes. Okay. So I'm unmute. Just wait for a couple of minutes. Okay. Sorry guys. Let me recap. I was on mute. I was saying that this I took backup. How long it took backup? How much size it took? Backup size 2.6, 2.7 GB. How long it will take? Suppose somebody will ask us, okay, can you please tell me how long the backup took? So what I said, end time is what? 16:04 and start time is what? So approx 2 minutes. So that's done. Now, after that, what I did, we have to drop the user. Why? We are trying to create this scenario. We are trying to create a scenario in case by mistake somebody have dropped it. So while dropping it, what I said, if I use this drop user username command, and if this user is having some object, some tables or something, it will not give us permission to drop it like this. If that is the case, what we will do? It is just saying that you have to use cascade keyword. So that's what I did. What? Drop user, username, cascade. And it's dropped. And I cross verify this user is no more with us. And if this is the case, we have to do what? Restore it. And this is the new part what we are going to do very first time. So far, whatever we have done, it's already done in the past. Definitely some new thing, new learning we got now in the last 15-20 minutes. Okay, now how to restore it? Okay, so how to restore it, that part we have to do. So for restoring it, instead of expdp, we are going to have what? IMPDP. User ID is same, directory is same. Now, what happens if directory or the backup location is different? If we have given U0 HR backup something. If suppose U0 itself is not there, or somebody will ask, okay, I need same user in different database. I'm repeating, I need same user but in different database. Is it possible to do? Yes, very much possible. What we have to do? We have to take this dump, copy there in the server. And definitely the moment we are keeping this dump file into different server, that server don't know where dump file is. So on that database, we have to create directory. Which directory? Any directory you can create. It's not that the name what we have given, the same directory. Only important part is the dump file should be the same what you have it here. Because the same thing, whatever backup is there, the same thing you want to just restore it there. So that is the reason we have to create one new directory with same name or different name. We give permission and do the same step what I'm going to do right now. By doing what will happen? The HR, whatever content is user and their object will be transferred there. So that is one type of scenario. Somebody want, okay, same thing I need, same copy. If you just keep creating and just do insert, it may take a month or 2 months or 6 months or maybe more. Better export it, take dump, transfer to that server or different system, just do import or IMPDB, the thing what I'm going to do right now. Okay, so hope it is clear now. Then dump file is there, log is here. I'm giving IMP. Why IMP log? IMP HR log, because we'll come to know which one is for default. Otherwise, both the file will be messed up. It will be overwritten, right? The earlier log for expdp will be overwritten. So overwrite. So that's what we have given here, IMPDP. And now, simply if this thing you won't give also, no? Still the thing will run. Because whatever is there in the dump, what is there? Only one user. So it will, whatever is there, everything will be transferred. So everything is here what? Only one user called HR. And whatever content inside it. So let's see. If some typo or some error, some parameter I gave wrong, it will give error then and there. Okay, so see, just importing it, all these. Now, only one error is there. Why? It is giving some to this, but this, can it be ignored? Is it very problematic and all those kind of things? So this is what we are doing. HR to HR, we are giving permission. So it's for us right now, if Grant give HR.employee to this, what it is saying. So ultimately, employees table is there. If you'll check here, we are having this one, right? So this uses permission again further you are giving. So here the bottom line is you can ignore this. Question is, but on what basis we'll ignore, or on what basis we will take action, how to? So that will come slowly, not a day on one. But process wise, this is it. And as per my experience, I can say this can be ignorable. Nothing is there. What you are trying to do, this HR dot this to HR means same permission you are giving, same. So it's logicless, but why it is coming? Somehow while doing permission, that statement has been already given by somebody. Okay, so as per experience, you can ignore it for now. Okay. Now if you'll go and check HR, see, it was dropped, right? And if you see inside, see, all tables is there. See, right now only what, 27, it may be 2700, maybe 27,000, maybe 27 million. Depends total size of this thing. Now it took for us maybe 10 minutes, but when we will do in the real life scenario, though the number of objects, the size is very huge, you may be waiting for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15, 20 hours. And we have to keep monitoring if something is not failing and all those kind of things. But basic principle, basic thought, basic action is this only. Okay, so this is what we have gone through this process. Okay, ultimately in the last half an hour, 45 minutes, we have just covered this one. So this is all about the logical recovery. Now, if you want, suppose only one means instead of this many number of tables in a schema, if you are having multiple schema, so you can give all the users name, comma, comma, comma. If you want to give only table, few table only you have to give. So instead of this, everything will be same. You want only transfer only one table. So tables equal to, you have to give table name. So there are many options are there, but the base is this only. Okay, so the whole objective is to at least, if somebody will ask us what is IMPDP or what is logical recovery, what is how to, if one table or one user lost, how to recover it, all these three basic questions we should be in position to at least answer it. Yes, some syntax is there. By doing this, we will able to what that, starting with IMPDP. With the help of that, we will able to just restore it. Okay, so that is again as an overview and what exactly we all are doing as a maybe fresher having 1-2 years of experience, these kind of work only getting done. And if we will be doing the same thing on the regular basis, what is fun? It's not tough, right? So this is what I wanted to share with you all in just a second. Let me just stop it. Okay, so that's it pretty much, and I can just come online, if come to the Zoom meeting. If you guys have any problem, I'll just take it. Okay. So bye.